Power chords, closed position, page 2. The 3 power chord forms and the 2 and 3 string fingerings. Each one of them is movable. The first finger names each shape. The same thing occurs here that did with the open string positions. We see a letter named 5, and when we look down here in the tablature below it, we see the A is the tonic. 5 letter names, A, B, C sharp, D, E, is the perfect fifth, 3.5 steps. And the same thing occurs again, that we have A5 for both shapes, and we don't really know which one to use. And for that matter, any one of the 6 shapes can be moved to A. So it might say type 1, type 2, and so forth. In notes, when you see 2 notes or 3 notes, or in tablature, when you see 2 numbers or 3 numbers, it is definitive. We'll find the same thing occurs with the 2 string shapes that look the same on each set of strings. When we go to the 3 string forms, underneath them I will discuss the alternative fingering. Let's make the chord forms. Get ready. Bring your left hand up to the guitar, thumb behind the 5th fret, between 4 and 5. Nice curl in the wrist and a cup in the palm of the hand. Recite first finger, 5th fret, 6th string. Your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string, and we see the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings are X'd out. Let's hear that. Pick those 2 notes. Pick them again. Hopefully they came up nice and clear for you. Now, sometimes with people, it's a little easier to start by putting the 3rd finger on first and stretching back with the index. Generally, I try to put the bass note on first, and eventually you'll do them at the same time. Let's move on to the 5th string power chord, and the same issue occurs. Lift everybody, the same shape, but on 2 different strings. Say it, your 1st finger, 5th fret, 5th string. Your 3rd finger, 7th fret, 4th string. You need to be very careful. Pick only 5 and 4. Pick them. Pick them again. We'll move to the 4th and 3rd strings now. Lift everybody up. Say it, 1st finger, 5th fret, 4th string. Your 3rd finger, 7th fret, 3rd string. Let's pick the notes. Pick them again. You need to be very select when you do this that they sound right. In the right hand, being able to pick the set of strings that you need is vitally important. On to the 3 string forms. When we see this diagram, underneath here I see the traditional fingering of 1, 3, 4, and then I'm going to talk about this alternative fingering. Finger, fret, and string. Your 1st finger, 5th fret, 6th or biggest string. Your 3rd finger, 7th fret, 5th string. Your 4th finger, 7th fret, 4th string. And you want that 3rd and 4th fingers to kind of ride on each other. That 3rd finger kind of rides on the top of that pinky, and you get this kind of piggyback looking thing, and it will sit nicely on those 2 strings. 3 notes. Pick them again. The alternative fingering underneath 1, 3, 3. I find it way more fuel efficient to just let the 3rd finger block off these 2 strings. Let's do it by finger, fret, string. 1st finger, 5th fret, 6th string. Your 3rd finger lays flat over the 5th and 4th strings at the 7th fret. It's going to be the same shape. You'll hear the same 3 tones. Pick them again. But I find it just way more fuel efficient to use this fingering. Also, too, my 4th finger is free to reach up on the 5th string a whole step and even a step and a half higher to create the rockabilly riffs, or the pinky can reach up another whole step to create what's called an add 9, a very usable chord in metal. It sounds really fat. Let's do the same thing with 5th string shape. Lift up all the fingers. Say it, 1st finger, 5th fret, 5th string. Your third finger, 7th fret, 4th string. Your fourth finger, 7th fret, 3rd string. And you can see the shape of my fingers doing that piggyback thing again. Put them on, pick all three, pick them again. The third finger once again could lay flat over the 4th and 3rd strings, and I'm more likely going to use that. When you have two fingers up there, the 3rd and 4th fingers, they might slide kind of weird, they might come apart, whereas that 3rd finger laying flat works just way better. So we're going to do that chord again. Say it: 1st finger, 5th fret, 5th string. The 3rd finger flattens out at the 7th fret over the 4th and 3rd strings. It will sound exactly the same. Hit the 3 notes, hit them again. We're going to move on to the 4th string now. The same thing occurs on the 4th string as it did on the open string positions. The 3rd and 2nd strings are tuned to a major 3rd. They're a half step closer in distance, so you need to raise the note on the 2nd string up a half step to get the same distance that you had before. Finger, fret, and string. 1st finger, 5th fret, 4th string. Your 3rd finger, 7th fret, 3rd string. 4th finger, 8th fret, 2nd string. Let's hear these 3 tones. Pick them again. There are alternative fingerings for this shape. You could use 2, 3, 4, you could use 1, 2, 3, and this little shape might be part of another chord, and you would have to refinger it in order to make that chord form. Let's hear these guys at 40 beats all the way across. That's the end of the power chords. Move on to the bar chord.